Trixie Messes Up Everything by Sleepy Panda. Chapter 6 Nightmare Night, Part 1 Costumes. I don't get it, Trixie growled, picking at an uncomfortable sheet draped over her body. What is the point of this? It's Nightmare Night, oh great and powerful Trixie, Snails exclaimed, Snips nodding a bit over enthusiastically. Trixie took a step back, out of fear the imbecile's head might fly off and injure her, possibly even bruising her. It just wouldn't do to perform with an unsightly blemish on her body. That's not what I meant. Why is it that you two are having me to wear a sheet? This better not be from my bed. Oh, it is from my bed. If and afford another sheet. And why did you cut holes in it? The sheet makes you look like a ghost, Snails explained. I cut holes for your eyes so that you could see. Trixie face-huffed. I can't see, because the last time I checked, my eyes were not located on my flank. Trixie shouted at Snails, who was too dumb to register that she was angry. He didn't even flinch when she pressed her nose up to his and... What? Ew! Don't you ever blow your nose? Trixie yelled, jumping up and frantically rubbing her nose with her hooves, trying to wipe off Snails' snot while Snips followed behind her, exclaiming her flank. Snails, you idiot! He muttered, glaring at the holes in the sheet. I shouldn't have let you touch my scissors! The other two ponies ignored him, although Trixie was highly aware of the coat staring at her flank. Ugh, you're disgusting! Both of you! Anyway, I don't have time for such trivial matters as Nightmare Night. But you have to go, Snails protested. Unless I can go myself, no, Trixie said stubbornly. Please? For me? Snips begged. Trixie didn't really care for the colt, but she humored him anyway. Fine, Trixie said angrily, but I'm doing this my own way. Trixie used her magic to transform herself, deciding that transformation would be better than wearing a silly costume. When she was done transforming, Snips and Snail shrieked in horror. What are you? Snips finally managed to stammer out, taking a step back in horror. Is there a problem with my costume? Trixie demanded, drawing herself up to her full height, which was quite large considering that she was now an alicorn. I am Fanged Doom, a pony who rules over Equestria. I have special powers, and even though I was born a poor cripple, I quickly ascended and became great. Fanged Doom is the main character in the book I'm writing, she exclaimed. Well, I guess if the great and powerful Trixie likes it, then so will all of Ponyville. Come on, let's go to the festivities. The trio walked out of the trailer and into Ponyville. Chapter 7 Trixie buys a washing machine from the future. Trixie was hiding in a dark alley with an enormous box. Some ponies stopped and gave her curious looks, but none called out to her or stayed long. They knew better than to mess with the insane. Trixie didn't normally spend her Tuesday afternoons in dark alleys, but she had a good reason for it today. She had ordered an item from the future. Having spied on Twilight Sparkle, Trixie knew how dangerous time travel could be, so she was making sure nobody would see the device. It was called a washing machine, and it was normally run on something called electricity. Trixie didn't know what store electricity was sold at, so she ordered a special edition of the washing machine that was powered by unicorn magic. However, because she didn't believe on wasting her precious, great and powerful magic on something so trivial as a washing machine, she made the store clerk to use the magic instead. First, Trixie used her magic to lift the machine out of the cardboard box. Then she opened the door to the washing machine, and, after removing them from herself, shoved her cape and hat inside. Pushing the large circular on button with her hoof, she couldn't suppress her evil grin as the washing machine hummed and powered up. There was nothing particularly evil about what she was doing, but machines excited her, and she didn't know how to smile normally. Unfortunately, she had forgotten to close the door, and she was immediately greeted by a blast of water to the face. "Yah!" she spluttered, spitting out bits of laundry detergent. "How dare you soak the great and powerful Trixie!" she shrieked, firing up her horn. She only intended to shove the offending machine away from her, but her shock caused her to engulf it in a fiery inferno that the water didn't quench. "No, wait! My cape! My hat! I can't be great and powerful without my accessories!" Trixie wailed, causing several ponies to stop and stare. Embarrassed by her lack of outfit, Trixie crawled inside the washing machine's box and hid from the world for the first time. She had just publicly humiliated herself in front of 4 curious onlookers. 4! She couldn't bear the shame of it. Celestia herself could banish Trixie to the moon. Then, when she returned, she would be turned into something ugly like Rarity, and put on display in Canterlot for all of Equestria to laugh at. "Wow, how'd you do that? That was a really neat trick you did with that exploding box," a voice said. Trixie sprang out of her box faster than lightning, expecting a crowd of ponies making fun of her. Instead, she saw a young unicorn filly with a bright pink mane looking at her in awe. "I can't do anything like that with my magic," the filly continued. "My parents think I'm a failure. Do you think you can teach me a trick? I want to show them I'm not completely useless." "Who are you?" demanded Trixie, having regained her composure. "My name's Smart Cookie, but ponies say I'm really dumb, so you can just call me Cookie." "Can you show me how to be as awesome as you?" Cookie pleaded, looking up at Trixie with sad brown eyes. Trixie gazed back into her eyes, realizing with a start that the eyes weren't completely brown. They were ringed with some shade of blue, but it was too dark to tell exactly what color. You think I'm awesome?" Trixie asked. "Yeah, way awesome!" Smart Cookie exclaimed happily. Trixie gave a small smile. It wasn't an evil one this time. "Thanks, kid. So, about that magic trick.